Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Toon Discussion. And today we're going to be talking about the weekend special of Steven Universe, Wanted. Now, Wanted consisted of 3 episodes: The Trial, OffColor, and Lar Dies Head. And unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to catch it when it originally aired, but I was able to get it on demand and catch up today. And the reason for that is because I was away in the forest with my family for Memorial Day weekend. We had a great time out there, but we had no reception and I couldn't sneak away to watch the episode. So first I'm going to go through every episode of what happened, and I'm going to give a theory of what's going to come in the next coming episode. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's jump right into it. One thing I want to point out in every episode title, if you look in the background, there is a silhouette of what I believe to be White Diamond. Now, if you've seen the episode The Trial, you see that White Diamond actually did not make an appearance as everybody speculated, even myself. But at the trial, there was a space, a white area where that probably would have been where White Diamond would have stood if she came to the trial, but for whatever reason or not, she did not show up. It was just Yellow and Blue Diamond versus Steven and the 2 attorneys that they appointed to the case. Now, first starting off, Steven was put in the trial where he was made to explain how he shattered Pink Diamond, and he really couldn't tell because remember, even though he is his mom, he doesn't have any of her memories. Steven is his own entity. So he wasn't really able to explain how Pink Diamond got shattered, but the gem that was representing him, his attorney, actually lays out the entire crime scene. And it is determined that Pink Diamond was not shattered by rose quartz. In fact, that it seems like she was actually shattered by someone very close to her, someone that she trusted, because as the gem attorney pointed out, where was her pearl? If anything, her pearl would have cried out for help. Where was all of her gem soldiers? Where was her protection? How was it possible that rose quartz got so close to her that she was able to stab her with the sword and shatter her? So then it goes to turn around that the attorney actually says that one of the diamonds had to be the culprit of the crime. Now he tries to quickly rescind that statement, but before anything, Yellow Diamond gets up and crushes him under her thumb. Wow, that is a true testament to how big the diamonds really are in size. And in a fit of rage, Yellow Diamond turns to the attorney that was actually prosecuting Steven and even poofs him as well. So the 2 diamonds begin to argue. Yellow Diamond just wanted, from the very beginning, just simply wanted to crush Steven, believing that he was rose quartz, and Blue Diamond more so wanted answers. So she gets frustrated. She asks her, why are you doing this? Why did you poof the 2 attorneys? We're still trying to get answers. There's more for us to learn. And Yellow Diamond just like, forget this, let's just go ahead and shatter her now. At this time, Steven and Lars jump into the Blue Pelican, and that's where they make their escape. The episode ends there. So this is my theory on that, and I'm pretty sure I am not the only one thinking this, but Yellow Diamond, to me, is the #1 culprit to who shattered Pink Diamond. Yes, I said it. I believe that Yellow Diamond shattered Pink Diamond. Now, the reasoning behind this is simply, look how she just wanted to end the case right then and there. But the question that I have is, even if she was the one to shatter Pink Diamond, was it under White Diamond's order, or was it out of jealousy? Because you see how close she is to Blue Diamond now, but obviously Blue Diamond was a lot closer to Pink Diamond than any of the other diamonds, considering how much she cries for her, how infuriated she get when questioning Steven about it. So it kind of leads me to believe that Yellow Diamond may be the culprit. As the gem attorney had said, it has to be somebody close to her. And as he started to explain that, instantly you could see the scowl on Yellow Diamond's face as she grew angry and frustrated that he was explaining what was going on. So yeah, without a doubt, I certainly believe that Yellow Diamond is the one that shattered Pink Diamond. But again, the question remains for me is, was it of her own accord, or was she ordered by White Diamond to do so? And why would she do so? I kind of believe that Pink Diamond has a personality close to rose quartz, and she became very close to the humans on planet Earth, and maybe possibly did not want to destroy Earth, did not want to build the cluster there, and Yellow Diamond didn't care about that, and she figured the only way to get what she wanted done would be to end Pink Diamond. So guys, let me know what you think about that one. OffColor begins with Steven and Lars crashing down below from where the trial was taking place at. And Steven and Lars become hunted down by a gem-shattering robot who can only see gems, right? So when it comes into the room, it scans Steven and Lars. The rose quartz gem begins to glow, and he instantly attacks Steven, but he doesn't attack Lars because it seems like these robots cannot see you unless you have a gem in you. So Steven and Lars try to get away from it. Lars begins to talk again about how he's always felt like a coward and he's always running from everything. He wished that he can be more, he can help people. So as they run, they see a hand come out of the ground and it weighs them down to come into the hole, that they don't mean them any harm. So Steven and Lars jump into the hole, and comes to find out that they were just saved by a defective twin gem that leads into an old and ginormous kindergarten. Now at first I kind of assumed, like looking at the way that their gem was shaped, you know how back before they even went into the cluster that they found shards, and those shards was being fused together. This was like Homeworld's way of trying to force fusion or having fusion experiments. That's what I thought these gems were, but it turns out that they were just actually defective gems that came out of their kindergarten a little messed up. In one way or another. You have one that looks like a messed up garnet. You have one that looks like a brown skin sapphire. You have one that looks like a giant slug. So it's a very interesting group, and they call themselves the OffColors. So in no time at all, the gem shattering robots return. They actually find them, and Lars is the first one to jump into action, and this made me really proud of him because his character development has brought him so far at this point. So it was great to see him actually take on the role of being a hero and conquer his own fears and protect people like he said he's always wanted to do. And so he ends up on top of one of the gem shattering robots and stabs it with a stalagmite. That's right, let's go Lars, become a man, boy. So when Lars stabbed that robot, it actually exploded, sending him flying into one of the giant kindergarten formations and slamming him to the ground. And at that point, Lars actually died, guys. We lost lovable, huge earlobe Lars for a moment, but Steven runs over to him and he begins to cry. And at this point, I'm already clapping because I'm excited. I know what's about to come. Anybody that followed the show knows what's about to come, seeing all the tears pouring out of Steven's eyes. Steven has finally unlocked his healing tears, but even more so, it didn't just heal Lars, it brought him back to life. So I mean, for me, you know, in theory, I feel like the OffColors are going to join Steven, because in the episode he actually gives him the whole spiel similar to how his mother explained to the other crystal gems. You know, on Earth we had a chance to be ourselves. We didn't have any specific programming. We were able to do what we wanted to do, and he gave them that same spiel, and it seemed like they were happy considering that they were already outcast. They seemed overjoyed at the fact that on Earth they can actually live out in the open and be themselves. So I think that, you know, one or two things can happen. They can be found out and destroyed in a battle, or two, that they're actually going to join the crystal gems in some way or form. They're going to get back to Earth and join them. And I would definitely not mind seeing that. I mean, of course they're a little weird, but, you know, that's great. That gives them personality. That gives them character. And I think they will bring, you know, a different perspective to the team as being homeworld gems who are just coming down to Earth and never living outside of the underground of Homeworld. So that would be, you know, great to see them develop as characters. Maybe they can even all, like, fuse together and make, like, one new awesome character. Who knows? But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how they develop these guys. I hope this is the last time that we see the OffColors. So now we're on to the last episode of the special, Lars's Head. So Lars wakes up with a really cool scar over his eye, but now he has pink skin and pink hair. Who does that sound like? Anyway, moving on. They can hear more robots in the distance heading in their direction. So Steven and the OffColors decide to push a giant rock into the entrance in hopes of deterring the robots. And when they do so, the other OffColors see how physically strong Steven really is. We discover that there is more to Lars than his pink hair and his new complexion.
Steven touches his hair and his hand goes inside of his hair.
Exactly like how Steven goes into Lion's mane. So you can see where this is going, guys. There's an origin story that has finally come full circle here, and I know we're all very, very ecstatic to see how this development plays out, and I have a theory on that in a second. Just hold on. So, Steven gets curious, and he tells Lars to, bend down and let me see, can I go in your head? It might hurt a little bit, but I'm going to try to go inside your head. And when he does, he looks around, he sees a brand new tree, very similar to the tree that he's seen and sees when he goes in Lion's Mane. But this tree doesn't have all the artifacts like the one in Lion's Mane does, because his mother has put that stuff there. The camera pans over and you can see the tree that is inside of Lion's Mane. So at this point, we discover that this dimension is the exact same dimension that Steven goes to when he goes inside of Lion's Mane, except now it has expanded. So Steven comes back, goes out. He ends up on Earth, coming out of Lion's Mane. He grabs some food and brings it back to Lars, because if you've been watching the last couple episodes, Lars has continuously talked about how hungry he was and how much food he needs, and things like that. But when Steven tries to give him the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Lars tells him, I'm not really hungry anymore. I don't feel hungry. Maybe this pink magic has done something to me, has done something to my appetite. So then Lars goes to ask Steven, hey, man, am I a zombie now? And, Steven takes it as a joke. And he's like, no, zombies don't have heartbeats. And then Steven puts his head onto Lars's chest, and he realizes that Lars's heartbeat is extremely faint. So that raises a couple of questions, but we'll get into that in a second. So Lars tells Steven and the OffColors to jump in his head and go ahead and return to Earth. Get to safety is the best thing to do. Continuing on with his more heroic self, which is, again, very awesome to see. But the OffColors decide to stay and let Lars know, you're not going to find your way around this place without us. So we're going to stay here, we're going to band together, and we're going to keep each other safe. So that was very great to see how they bonded so well and so fast with Steven and Lars, and I was really happy to see that. And again, that's why I want to see that they character develop. But then, so the OffColors stay behind, and Steven jumps back into Lars' head and returns to Earth just in time for the crystal gems who were out looking for him. They just teleported back in, and it's one big happy family again. So first, I've been waiting to get to this part. We finally have a good idea, a good solid idea, and I'm looking forward to all the solid theories out there to what happened to Lion and how Lion came. Because, a lot of people said maybe Lion was made with the shards of pink diamond and blah, 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 and all these different things, right? But now we know, well, we can easily assume that that Lion was made by Rose Quartz after he was hurt so badly or even died that Rose Quartz had to use her healing tears on him, giving him the same effect that Lars received in this episode, right? So, I mean, that's just like, I don't even think that's a theory anymore. That's just like, that's what it is. Rose Quartz cried using her healing tears, brought Lion back to life. He turned pink, and bam, we have our pink Lion. So here's what I think this means for Lars. I want to say that Lars is definitely going to get the same abilities as Lion. He's going to be able to teleport himself like Lion is able to raw and make teleport. He's going to be able to do that and run on water and, a bunch of other amazing abilities. Maybe it'll be a little different because he's human, but my God, I cannot wait to see how this develops and plays out. And, the fact that he actually stayed behind on Off-World with the OffColors, I'm sure they're going to get into a couple of fights. They're going to get into a lot of trouble. And Lars is going to quickly develop himself as a hero now. He's going to join the team of Crystal Gems just like Connie did. And he's going to learn about himself. He's going to learn these amazing powers and techniques. And can you imagine the team up with him and Lion, like just teleporting and attacking people and things like that? That's going to be crazy. Now, we didn't get a chance to see what we all believe is going to happen. Myself and a lot of other theorists believe that we were going to see stars, the fusion between Steven and Lars. But I don't know. For me, it was I kind of like this development better because it explains so much other aspects of the show and explains so many different theories and thoughts that people have had out there. Like one of the things that stood out most, the biggest question is, how did Lion come to be? And the discussion never came to a close, even though we got 4 episodes that were Lion based, but they didn't really give us what we wanted to know. So it was great to see that this is pretty much how Lion was made. So again, I'm really looking forward to seeing Lars develop as a hero. I can't wait to see him find out his teleportation powers, which is how I assume him and the OffColors are going to get to Earth. Or maybe, sadly, there is a chance that I kind of believe that they're going to get into a battle whereas the OffColors will become shattered, and that will force Lars into finding out about his teleportation powers, how he will get back to Earth. Or, it's so many ways this can play out. So I'm really looking forward to it to continue on. So please, guys, rate, comment, subscribe, comment. I want to hear your thoughts on these episodes on the Wanted special, and what do you think is going to develop with Lars and his new powers and his relationship to Lion, and the fact that the two now share a dimension, which means they're probably going to share powers and other abilities. So let me know what you guys think down below. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and Des out.